Good evening, everyone. We're ready to go with our legislative session Wednesday, July 15th. We'll do the pledge and then start the meeting.
Trustee Fritchie,
Present.
Trustee White,
Present.
Trustee Yost, and Mayor Levin.
Here.
A public hearing in the matter of the planned waterfront special permit for 34 State Street. Is there anyone that wishes to speak? Okay. I'm sorry.
Before you go on, the deputy mayor is with us online.
Oh,
It's coming in by Zoom? Okay.
Howdy.
Hi.
got it. Gotcha.
And I'd like to real quick before we start,
yes.
before
Yes.
before we get into the listening to the public hearing, I just wanted to let folks know that as from a disclosure perspective, I'm also on the board of Ossining Children's Center, and given that they're coming up, providing some commentary, it's probably appropriate for me to recuse myself from matters.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All righty.
Please give your name and address.
My name is Howard Milbert. I'm the executive director of the Ossining Children's Center at 32 State Street. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I'm here to ask for one thing, that the safety and well-being of the nearly 200 young children remain at the center of your decision-making as you consider the proposed development at 34 State Street. Every weekday, infants, toddlers, preschoolers, and school-aged children spend their days at the Ossining Children's Center. They learn, explore, play, and grow in an environment that depends not only on what happens inside the classrooms, but also on the safety and quality of the outdoor spaces where they spend much of their day. We recognize that Ossining needs additional housing. We support thoughtful, responsible development that strengthens our community. This is not an effort to stop progress. It is an effort to ensure that progress does not come at the expense of the youngest members of our village who cannot advocate for themselves. The decisions you make about this project will have a direct impact on the children who rely on us every single day. Our first concern is safety during and after construction. Hundreds of children, parents, teachers, buses, and pedestrians travel through this area each morning and afternoon. Increased traffic into an already busy school environment creates risks that must be carefully planned for and minimized. Children deserve to arrive at school and return home safely every day. We are therefore asking for a traffic study be done specifically for the drop-off and pickup times at the center. We are also concerned about what months of construction could mean for children's health. Young children are especially vulnerable to dust and poor air quality, excessive noise, vibration, and exposure to diesel emissions. We are asking for comprehensive protections, including air quality monitoring, dust suppression, and restrictions on the most disruptive construction activities during school hours. These are reasonable safeguards that prioritize children's health. Privacy, and security are also critical. Children deserve outdoor spaces where they can play without feeling or being observed. We ask that the building be designed to minimize direct views onto our playground and classrooms so that children can continue to learn and play in a safe and secure environment. Finally, we are also requesting careful attention to drainage erosion control, debris management, and pest prevention to ensure that construction activities do not negatively affect our property. None of these requests are extraordinary. They are practical, reasonable, and focused on one priority, protecting children. As elected leaders, you have the opportunity to ensure that this development reflects the values of our community. Growth and development are important, but also is safeguarding the children who spend their days just feet away from this project. I respectfully ask that as you move forward with your review of this proposal, you require the protections necessary to ensure that these children have clean air to breathe, safe routes to school, secure places to play, and an environment that supports their healthy development. Thank you for your time, thoughtful consideration. The Ossining's families.
Thank you, Howard. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to speak? Is there anyone online? Would you please raise your virtual hand? Okay. Seeing no one, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Omar? You there?
I'm an I, 100%.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to, thank you very much. We're going to move on to mayor and trustee announcements now. This was just the public, that's it. This was a public hearing. It's for you to talk to the board. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I can explain it. The clerk explained. This has been in progress for a number of years. This property's been vacant and falling apart for, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. At least. There's been ownership, I don't know, 4 or 5 different owners over this many years. The developer there now is following, I think, all of the regulations, and it has gone through the same process that all of our development goes under. For those that may not know, although it's been publicly announced many, many times, it's a pretty amazing development in the sense that it will have 100 affordable condo units plus market rate rentals, which we think is not just a housing issue, but it's a really great use of a vacant lot that is really fallen in disarray. The community that's there is a highly densely populated community. I'm sorry, I got my phone off. And will provide housing, I think, for some folks that will be using the Ossining Children's Center. It's been a part, I think, of our community for decades at this point. And the community is pretty excited about this project, all of which we have been discussing for a couple of years now, if not longer, as this property has been moving forward. It's a private enterprise. It is not a village enterprise, and it goes through the same process that every single development goes through. Affordable housing goes through extra steps, as all of affordable housing goes in New York State. Conversations are open into Balter developers. Bill Balter, I think, grew up in Ossining, actually, is doing a number of projects, 30 Water Street being one of them, and have been open to anybody from the public that wants to speak to them at all times. The village manager has been made aware of certain issues. Those are the right entities to go to if there is a problem. It goes through zoning, goes through a whole lot of steps before developments are built. Takes quite a while, a couple of years at least. 30 Water has been, I don't know, how long has 30 Water Street been under development? Years at this point. These things actually go through many processes managed by different entities for safety, for security, for health reasons, etc. That's an explanation about the project. The BOT is available. People can send us emails if you have questions. Information's on the website, etc., etc. And you can call a developer. They have people that work there and ask them any questions you have and concerns that you have, since it is a private enterprise. From this meeting point of view, this meeting's purpose is to look at legislative issues and for the board to listen to the public. It is not a Q&A, not a back and forth. It's not that kind of meeting. It is, and I think it's always something find hard to understand. It is a listening session. Want to come up to microphone? That's what the public hearing is for, although we just voted it closed because nobody else wanted to speak. You're all welcome. But if you just thought of something and you forgot to put your name down, we all live in this community. We all love this community. Many of us have raised children here. And I personally happen to really love the Ossining Children's Center, and I know the deputy mayor sent children through there. We are very excited about community, very always concerned, not just about children, but children, their parents, grandparents, and everybody else that lives there. That's why we come and do this job, because we care about everyone in our community equally. So if you have questions, because you just thought of one, going to think of one tomorrow when you have breakfast, feel free to call the village manager, Karen Diatori, feel to call the developer and ask them questions. Feel free to contact the mayor. All of our information's on the website. Always happy to discuss. Is this Jackie I see in the background? Well, I understand you're now, are you chair, president? Chair. Congratulations. So nice to see you. We've sat on things together. Always nice to see you. So welcome all feedback, even if you didn't think about it this evening.
Thank you. We'll move on to mayor and trustee announcements.
Apparently, we don't have too many going on. I think everybody's just trying to stay cool and really do not walk around today or tomorrow, because it's like you're sitting inside a chimney. So camp is going on. Everything's great. The multimodal is being built. Murals are being designed, all like exciting things. That's it. No big announcements.
Okay. Moving on, we'll go to administrative reports. Village manager Karen Dottori.
Hey, good evening, everybody. First off, I would like to announce that I'm appointing Michael Vivino, who is currently on the Historic Preservation Committee, as an alternate on the planning board, filling Pam Nelson's unexpired term. Michael has done a great job on the HPC and has expressed interest in getting involved in the planning board, and we were able to offer him that position. So he'll be starting in July. We are wrapping up the precast delivery. The last of the precast is going to be delivered this week.
I know. Don't you feel like we need like a bell? We need like something. I'm sick of this. I need a trumpet. I need something. That's great.
It's a big thing.
I mean, it's great.
If you
Great.
drive by with it, over the last 6 weeks from a hole in the ground, we now have the structure of parking, a parking facility. So we're really excited about that. Next off, we'll be doing all the electrical work and all the stuff that goes into a parking structure, and also working on the bike rental kiosk. So moving along well and fast. Thank you again to the Ossining Police Department, Lieutenant Mayorano. They've done, the lieutenant's really done an enormous job this summer managing the traffic on that project, and it has not been easy. And we are very, very grateful for the amount of work, plus the fireworks and the festivals and everything else that goes on in the summer on top of everything else. So thank you to OPD. I think I mentioned this last time, but the new inclusive playground is open at Nelson Sitting Park. Another exciting thing. And we were anticipating opening bids for the community center this week. We had three of the contractors asked for an extension, and we certainly want to make this as competitive possible. So we will have given an extension till next Thursday, but by next Thursday, we should have a good idea that project, and hopefully getting started as soon as possible. A lot's going on, very busy summer, hot and very smoky today. So everybody safe and stay indoors, and hopefully the weather will get better soon.
Corporation Counsel, Stu Khan.
Can't get any worse. So thank you with that. But nothing from the Corporation Council this week. Thank you.
I just want to go on record. That's now the second time that we've not had something like that. Says to me everything's going really well. Because honestly, no, seriously, I think like it means things are flowing, things are happening.
Yes.
It's very exciting. I mean,
Not
personally.
even an update on the number of foils.
I know, right? It's like, what's going on
That's
here?
a quarterly report. We're not.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Got
true.
it,
He does
got
do
it.
it quarterly. I'm just saying, I think it's actually good news. Like sometimes in government, no news might actually equal good news. So Good times. We can hear you guys up here, folks. All right.
Okay.
Sue.
Okay. Police Chief Aaron Zimmerman.
Don't worry, Stuart. I'm not nervous. It's bad luck to be superstitious. So
It's bad luck to be superstitious. Okay.
just to, reiterate some of the things that the village manager expressed as far as like the construction project on Main Street's concerned. Yes, the large pieces moving around are coming to a slow within the next week or so. That should be wrapped up, and the big crane should be moving out in probably the next 2 weeks. So it should go back to business as usual as far as the traffic pattern is concerned and parking is concerned. But there is still quite a lot of work to be done over there. So please, be mindful of that. The fireworks were very hot, but they went off without a hitch. So, I thought it was a great turnout considering the weather. I think it was a little bit delayed because of that. So, as the night went on, people rolled in. The earlier part of the evening was definitely less attended, which was okay. But everything was fine there. Notice driving around, there's lots of projects going on in town on the roadways, on 133 and on North Highland Avenue, and also, as you know, on Main Street. So we appreciate all the residents and commuters' patience with that. So please be kind to the construction workers out there. They've got a hard job. They're out there in the sun baking all day. We've got as many cops out there trying to assist the motorists as best we can. Hopefully, most of it should be wrapped up before the dreaded school season and the buses hit the roads. So thankful for that. Other than that, a few events coming up. We've got a FIFA watch party this weekend in Ossining. So no, that was last week. Yep, I'm sorry. Yep, that was last weekend. That went off without a hitch as well. Yeah, 400. It was good turnout. Semifinals and finals this weekend. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right. That's all I got.
You.
Thank you. Organizational announcements. Announcements may be event-related only and shall be no longer than 2 minutes in length. Is there anyone online that would like to make an organizational announcement? Okay, seeing no one. Public comment on agenda items. Visitors are accorded a 4-minute opportunity to address the board on any of the resolutions on the agenda. Is there anyone online that would like to raise their virtual hand? Seeing no one. Visitor recognition. Visitors are accorded a 3-minute opportunity to address the board on issues not relating to the agenda, but of relevance for the common good of the village. Is there anyone that would like to do that online? They can raise their virtual hand. Seeing no one. Move on to the village board resolutions. Approval of minutes, July 1st, 2026. Resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ossining hereby approves the minutes of the July 1st, 2026 regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Somebody that wasn't here. Approval of voucher detail report, July 15th, 2026. Resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated July 15th, 2026 in the amount of $1,233,602.60. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Ossining Youth Bureau 2026-2027 Youth Employment Program. Resolved that following review of Corporation Counsel, the village manager, and the Ossining Youth Bureau are authorized to submit a proposal to Westchester County Department of Social Services on behalf of the Westchester Putnam Workforce Development Board for the 2026-2027 Youth Employment Program for eligible temporary assistance for the needy families with youth of ages 14 to 20, and be it further resolved that the youth employment program will run from September 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027. Do I have a motion?
Just a point of order on
Yes.
the 2026 date. It's 22/0/26.
Yeah, thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Ossining Youth Bureau Sexual Risk Avoidance Education Program 2026. Whereas the village has received from Westchester County of Westchester intermunicipal agreement to continue the sexual risk avoidance Education Services and Youth Engagement Work Readiness Skills Program. And whereas the term of the program will be from May 15th, 2026 to December 31st, 2026, and whereas pursuant with the intermunicipal agreement with the county will reimburse the village for the amount not to exceed $32,569 to provide the program. Now therefore be it resolved that following review of Corporation Council, the village manager is authorized to sign the intermunicipal agreement with the county of Westchester. Do I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I just have to say that thank you, Omar. That I spent some time with the Youth Bureau, another thing that I just love to do. Seen some pictures with them, gotten to know a whole bunch of them under different scenarios. I just wish I had this when I grew up because I think the program's great. Kids, different backgrounds, helping each other. We even had a couple of alums come back because it's summertime. Which was really fun to see them. They just wanted to say hi to the sort of next group that's going through the program and our staff and the community center. So it's really all moving in a positive direction. I'm really excited about what they're going to be doing this coming year.
Okay. Did we vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can't remember at this.
So I thought we did, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
That's okay. Board of Trustees, referral of proposed zoning text amendments to the Planning Board. Whereas the Board of Trustees is considering amendments to Chapter 270 zoning, specifically amending use of regulation of storage pods and portable storage containers, penalties for offenses, parking and loading regulations and supplementary regulations and non-conforming uses. Now therefore be it resolved that pursuant with Section 270-59 of the Village of Ossining Code, the Board of Trustees refers the proposed zoning text amendments to the Planning Board, and be it further resolved that the Planning Board shall issue its report of the proposed text amendments to the zoning code within 62 days of this referral. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you. Fire Department appointment, Washington Hook and Ladder Company, number 2. Resolved upon recommendation of the Fire Chief, Nicholas Cruz, Ossining, New York, 10562, was elected to a active firefighter member of the Washington Hook and Ladder Company, 2. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aye.
Corporation Council, public hearing proposal, local law 2026, amending 270 zoning. Resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ossining hereby calls for a public hearing to take place at 7:30 p.m. on August 19th, 2026 at the Birdsall Fagan Police Court Facility, 8688 Spring Street, Ossining, New York, and via Zoom to consider the proposed local law 2026 amending Chapter 270 zoning for the Village of Ossining Code, and be it further resolved that the July 1st resolution calling for the public hearing on July 15th, 2026 has been recalled, and be it further resolved that members of the public are invited to attend the public hearing in person at the above referenced location, and be it further resolved that members of the public who want to attend and participate in the public hearing remotely, access will be available through the Zoom platform, and be it further resolved comments regarding the proposed local law will be accepted by the Board of Trustees at bot@villageofossiningny.gov. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Is there any continuing business of the board? Seeing none, new business of the board. Village manager, endpoint protection and response services. Resolved that following review of Corporation Council, the village manager is authorized to sign the intergovernmental agreement between New York State Office of Information Technology Services and the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services and the Village of Ossining, and be it further resolved that to the estimated value of the endpoint detection licenses provided at no cost to the village over a 3-year term of the agreement is $26,428.50. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Just in comments, can somebody give me a 1 minute or 30-second explain what this is?
Yes. Endpoint detection for its security. County, it is now being taken over by the state. The state will be providing all the licenses. And, it's a 3-year agreement, and the approximate value to the village is just over $26,000.
Is it actually?
To detect any security breaches in our system,
Cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
Okay, I didn't get the which security we're talking about. Got that now. Thank you. Any other questions, comments, since it's new biz? All good? Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn into executive session for collective bargaining and current litigation?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for this evening. It is a couple of minutes before 8 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing you next week for a regular business session, as always on Wednesdays at 7:30. Have a good evening. We're adjourned.